Matt Damon, Steven Spielberg, Mariah Carey, Tom Cruise, Leonardo DiCaprio, Beyonce. You might be lucky enough to meet these superstars in this city. Being one of the famous cities in the world, there are a lot of well-known tourist sites just around the corner in the city. A large number of these attractions are actually just within a short, manageable walking distance from each other. Some would just need a short subway ride, then you would be able to do the sightseeing with little effort. Please hit the like and subscribe button, and do not forget to turn on the notifications so that we know you like our videos. That keeps us going. Alright, let's talk about this beautiful city in the North America. Number 1. Statue of Liberty. You can't really say you have been to the New York City without taking a picture personally at the Statue of Liberty. It's the most iconic site not only in New York but for America too. It happens to be on top of the must-see list for most of the tourists. Do you know that it was actually a gift from France to America? Built in the year of 1886, it symbolizes freedom. It is the largest statue in the world at 152 feet tall and weighed over a whopping pounds. The best way to explore it would be a cruise around it, and be sure to book the ticket in advance as they can be sold out pretty quickly. Number 2. Central Park. Another top site to visit during your trip to New York City. A lot of people would love to visit Central Park in the winter, as you can even skate and glide across the Woolman Rink. Central Park is about half a mile wide and 3 miles long. Around the border of Central Park are some popular places you can visit, such as Strawberry Fields, Belvedere Cast, the lake, and Central Park Zoo. Number 3. Rockefeller Center and Top of the Rock Observation Deck. Being another top visited sites in New York City, Rockefeller Center is in the middle of Manhattan. It is also the home to NBC TV and a few other media companies. If you would like to have an unblocked, breathtaking view, then you would have to go to the 30 Rockefeller Plaza skyscraper. This Top of the Rock observation deck would definitely stun you with its magnificent view across the city. Again, you would like to book the ticket in advance for the Top of the Rock observation deck, as it runs out fast. Skating at the outdoor skating rink during winter at the base of the Rockefeller Center is also a must-do activity for a lot of people. Typically, the rink opens to public from October to end of March. There will be a giant Christmas tree right in front of the skating rink after Thanksgiving, which literally light up the whole complex for the holiday season at the end of the year. Number 4. Metropolitan Museum of Art. The Metropolitan Museum of Art was founded in around the year of 1870. It is one of the most famous museums in the United States. There are over 2.5 million art collection over the period of 5,000 years. The exhibitions in Metropolitan Museum of Art bring you the highlights of a lot of collection, including American decorative arts, arms and armor, costumes, musical instruments, and more. Number 5. Broadway and the Theater District. You can't really say you have been to New York City if you missed the Broadway show out during your visit. It's definitely the pinnacle of American theater, where you get to watch some oldies classics as well as latest popular shows. Again, if you're going for some popular shows, you would really have to book the ticket in advance just to be safe. Schubert Alley is where some aspiring performers would perform in order to look for some opportunity to participate in a play sponsored by Sam Schubert, which is the Theater Baron. Number 6. Empire State Building. The 381 meters tall building was actually the tallest man-built building in the world until the World Trade Center Tower was accomplished. Opened to public in the year of 1931, it immediately became the landmark and the symbol for New York City. There are 2 observatories on top of the Empire State Building. Both offer different but astounding views of New York City. If the weather is good, you can even overlook up to 100 miles away, which could be the states of New Jersey and Pennsylvania. The breathtaking activity over here is to go to the city's highest open-air observation deck. The 86th floor observatory is 1,050 feet above the ground. As it offers one of the best view of New York City, the queue to go up to the Empire State Building is always long. Therefore, be prepared to spend around half a day here. Number 7. Times Square. Featuring in one of the biggest events in the world, Times Square is always on the list for the park-goers for year-end countdown. It is the location for the New York New Year's Eve celebrations and the famous ball drop at midnight of the new year. It's full with brightly lit billboards and screens all year long. Number 8. Brooklyn Bridge. It features in a lot of famous movies. John Wick, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Las Vegas, I Am Legend, and many more had some scenes shot here in Brooklyn Bridge. With its Gothic-shaped arches and suspension cables, the Brooklyn Bridge is one of the most recognizable landmarks, and it has inspired a lot of people. It was completed in the year of 1883, and it was the world's first steel suspension bridge by then. Underneath of the bridge you get to see many ferries crossing from the other side of Manhattan. The best way to appreciate the view of the Brooklyn Bridge might be to walk on the wood plank walkway, which is only open to the pedestrians and cyclists. You can go to the first pillar of the bridge to take the full view picture from the viewing platform. Number 9. Fifth Avenue. Being one of the most well-known shopping streets in the United States, Fifth Avenue is the New York's luxury shopping area. Most of the big brands have set up their flagship stores here, including Cartier, Tiffany, and of course the Apple flagship store, which is a must-visit place along the Fifth Avenue. The famous area to walk is usually starting from the south end of the Central Park to the New York Public Library, which is between 40th Street to 60th Street. Number 10. Grand Central Terminal. Last but not least, be sure to visit the Grand Central Terminal, or also known as Grand Central Station. It is an amazing Beaux-Arts building which you do not want to miss out. It is first established in the year of 1913 as a terminal for the subway and train stations. The Grand Staircase would be another place inside the Grand Central Terminal that you should be taking photos with and post on your Instagram. The recently restored ceiling is grand and tall, which make the whole station look grand and spacious. There are also a lot of choices in terms of retail shopping and restaurants inside the Grand Central Terminal. Thank you for staying with us until the end. See you in the next video.